Good morning from Studio Drew. I've taken a huge break from YouTube and I've found that it's been so long that and so many things seem to have changed that I have tried to upload many different types of videos using different forums and it's not been working. So I'm going live just to let you know that I'm here and to tell you about the last project that I have completed. Hopefully you can't hear that the lawn crew has decided to work right outside my window. As per usual, I finally get um, the video going, and it's raining, yet the lawn crew is outside my window. So that just seems to be the way things work for me. My very first couple of videos back when, there was always lawn crew outside the window. However, they are on a schedule, so I could just pay attention um, to when that happens and then just not record. Anyway, so I want to share with you the last project that I just worked on. This is going to be rough because I really didn't prepare to do this morning, but I have a full day with no particular plans. What you see before you is my everything quilt, or as I also like to call it, inside Drew's head quilt. These are 1.5 inch squares, or I'm sorry, 1.5 inch strips left over from my log cabin quilt that I used 1.5 inch logs to create. Now, I learned about this by watching several different videos on scrap quilting and strip quilting, and it is typically called the jelly roll race. The reason why it's called that, two reasons. One, you generally buy a pre-cut jelly roll that comes in a nice wheel of 2.5 inch strip fabric cut in a particular color story, and you just sew them together end to end to end to end and then cut them so that they don't line up. Now, the race is because they don't line up. If you watch any type of racing, horse racing, track racing, NASCAR racing, which I used to be into really big back in the day, obviously everybody is racing to be in that front spot. So you see the staggered. Anyway, so if you can see, again, like I said, I was not prepared for this. None of the seams line up. Some of them kind of do, but not like above or next to each other. And I used a bias seam rather than a straight up and down seam. I felt that it flowed and was easier to the eye to have that really pretty bias seam. Now, this started off as a scrap quilt, as I said earlier, because so many strips left over from a log cabin, because I didn't use a pattern or a guide for the log cabin. I found a block guide on YouTube, adjusted it to fit the size block that I wanted. And so I didn't have a chart to tell me how many pieces of this color in this size and so on. So I just bought fabric. Now I had leftover fabric from the previous quilt, which I have in that closet buried. It was an 8-point star. So I had leftover fabric from that. I did a mini quilt for one of my dogs, which is now hanging up on my wall because the dog didn't appreciate it. Like the humans in my life sometimes don't appreciate the crafts that I make. So I had leftover fabric from both of those projects, and then of course I purchased new fabric. So I have, let me show you. Can you see? Oh, nope, it's over. Let's turn the camera and see if you can see. All of those bins are pre-cut fabric, and their color stories: oranges, browns, um, greens, blue, purple, teal, red, pink. Top is yellow and gold, and the beiges and tans. Yeah, I actually have enough fabric to probably do another one of these quilts, but I'm not going to. Um, but anyway, I bought more fabric because as I got to sewing and saw all the different colors, realized that if I bought just a few more colors, the entire rainbow could be represented in. So in the Everything quilt, every color in the rainbow is in there. There are every season in some way or another. The main theme for my quilts are usually autumn because that's my favorite color story. It's my favorite time of year. But there is an Easter print. There is a Valentine's Day print. There is a St. Patrick's Day print. And there is even a Christmas print. However, it is not so blatantly Christmas that you can tell by looking at it. There is no Halloween print, but there is orange and black in the quilt. So I feel it's every holiday, it's every season, and it's every color. So it is my everything quilt. Anyway, I had some other examples of a jelly roll raise, and I probably tucked them away because I just cleaned my craft room. But this is an easy beginner's quilt project. I'm not going to go through with the sewing machine and demonstrate for you. There are multiple videos on YouTube showing you how to assemble a jelly roll quilt. You take that information and take possibly the information that I give you and come up with your own idea. Come up with your own quilt because that's what I do essentially. I watch tons of videos on a single subject. I take what works for me and disregard the rest. Then come up with my own spin, and then I end up with a finished project that is, I consider all mine, with the influence of many people. And that's what YouTubers are. They're influencers. They're there to give you ideas, to guide you on a project, and inspire you to create something that's all yours. So that's what I love about YouTube. Yeah, I think that's probably just what I wanted to do is let you know, hey guys, I'm still here, all 34 of you. I'm very honored that nobody has given up and left me. I would like to see more of you. I just need to find the time and the energy to relearn this whole YouTube thing. I did do a video project on painting an accent wall all by yourself or my bedroom. I can't seem to find the find the files to transfer them because I am the least technically gifted person out there. The videos are on my phone, and I hook my phone up to my computer, but for some reason the videos hide, and I can't get them from my phone to the computer screen. So when I get the time, energy, and the ambition to fight through the technical issues, I will be back with more Studio Drew tutorials. But I do encourage you until then to go to YouTube, type in what interests you, and um, watch all the videos that come up and learn and be inspired and then create, because that's my life. I learn, get inspired, and create something. um, that's that's my life. That's my mantra. So until I come up with something else, remember, busy hands, peaceful mind. Studio True.